Hey there, SFNaz family and friends. Pastor Richard here to update you on our plans for beginning to gather indoors again. Are you ready? I know, it's so exciting to think about, right? And I'm sure that you're thinking, oh, Pastor Richard, please tell us we're getting out of the burning sun. All right, well, here goes. We will be gathering indoors starting this Sunday. Woo! Let the people rejoice. Now, as much as I've enjoyed seeing everyone at drive-in church during that interim time, I'm telling you, there just really is something about coming together inside with less distractions, no fear of rain, and an opportunity to actually see other members of our church family beyond just through glass of a car. And then there's just something about being able to hear other people singing God's praises with us in one place. Oh, I am so ready for this. But hear me, that doesn't mean that we are ignoring the reality that COVID-19 is still an issue. There's no way to get past the news of new cases in our area, so we need to make sure that we're doing our best to care for each of you and your family. So let me bring you up to speed on the decisions made by your church board regarding how this will work. And I'm thinking it might be best to both tell you and show you the process we'll go through. So let's go step by step and be aware we had a little bit of fun with it, okay? When you arrive, you will park your car. Oh wait, I guess that would be common sense. I mean, nobody's going to drive in and just jump out of their moving car, and they're certainly not going to drive the car right into the church, right? But anyways, I digress. We know that we have some that come to the front door, some that go to the side door under the canopy, and hear me, that is still okay to do. But understand that when you arrive at the door, our first impressions team will be there to open the door for you to limit the number of people touching the handles. But please, as much as you want to, no hugs or handshakes for the time being. I know it's going to be hard, but just bear with us. And then, when you come inside, you will see a table set up with a couple of elements for you to collect. Worship folder and sealed communion elements. Again, this is to minimize multiple hands touching everything. The other thing that will be at the table will be a large bottle of hand sanitizer for your convenience. If you have your own, that's fine, no problem, but we want it to be accessible for you while you're here. And understand, when you come in, you look around the foyer and the cafe, you'll see that the cafe is taped off. So that means no donuts or coffee and no socializing around those tables because they're kind of small. So bring your own cup of coffee with you if you want it. That's perfectly fine. I know how you addicts are. You gotta have your coffee. And as much as we would love to be able to gather and chat in the foyer like we have in the past, we're asking that you go ahead and make your way into the worship center to find a seat. This is to minimize as much close contact as possible for social distancing purposes. And then, when you enter the worship center, you will see the pews will be taped off in a certain way to enable social distancing around the room during our communal worship time. And the way we have it set up is with space for family units on each alternating end of the pews. If you have a large family, it's awesome, no problem. Feel free to use a full pew. I got no problem with that. But we will adjust the next pew accordingly. And I know what may be going through some of your minds. Well, what if my usual spot is not available? It's taped off. I know it may seem difficult, but I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty of places for you to sit. The cushion may not be shaped the same way, but you'll be okay, I promise. And our plan is to have ushers there to help you find a seat when you arrive. Also, when you come into the worship center and when you leave, you'll see that the offering plates are stationed there by the door. Again, to avoid multiple people handling different things, we won't pass the plate as part of our communal worship. Now, we invite you to participate in your act of worship through giving by simply dropping off your gift in the plate as you come in or as you leave. Now, the service will go pretty much as it usually does. It'll just be much cooler and significantly less blinding and bright. And so, during our time of work together, we have that greeting time where we share God's love. Yeah, please stick with virtual handshakes, virtual hugs, virtual chest bumps. And then as we participate in the sacrament of communion, the only difference will be that you won't come forward to receive the elements, because you'll already have them in your hands and we'll instruct you in their use as we come to it. And then at the end of the service, as always, I encourage you to just respond to what God has said to you in whatever way God leads you to. If it's to sing, then sing. If it's to pray, then pray. If you want to come to the altar and pray, please do so. But know that our final response will always be to go and live as a sent people transformed by the Holy Spirit within us. But please understand that we will dismiss you by row at the end, starting in the back. And much to my chagrin, we ask again that you not congregate in the foyer, but go ahead and make your way to your vehicles. I know it's not what we want to do, especially right now, but it is necessary for the well-being of everyone that will be there. Just a couple of other notes to be aware of. First, we will be cleaning and disinfecting before and after each service to make sure that everything is sanitary. We've always cleaned, but the industrial strength disinfectant that we got will help us immensely. Second, please be aware that we are limiting access to the rest of the building for the time being, which means we will not be gathering for connect groups and SFNaz kids and teens just yet. Soon. We really want to do this very soon, but for now, that's what we've got to do. And third, please limit yourselves to one person in the restroom at a time, with the exception of family members, of course. I'm sure everyone will go before you come because you don't want to miss anything. But when that moment arises, please, when you get to the bathroom, just knock on the door to make sure the restroom is empty before you enter. And, oh yeah, the water fountain will be turned off and taped off, okay? We just want to limit all that kind of stuff when you get here. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much everything. If I come across something that I've missed, I'll update you with that as soon as possible. But just know that we are really looking forward to seeing you that can make it on Sunday. But please, we don't want any of you to feel any guilt if you are not comfortable coming inside just yet. We get it. And we support your decision. We will continue to live stream our services on Facebook Live so that you can join us in that way. But please don't use the convenience of live stream to keep you from coming to worship with us together. Yes, it's a blessing to be able to have it, but there's just something about physically coming together to worship God that you can't get when you're watching through a screen at home. Now, moving forward, we'll make adjustments as necessary, so please be patient with us. Just as the church has continued and grown through every crazy disaster throughout God's story, I believe that we, the church today, will continue to grow and thrive as we live out this holy life that God has made possible for us through the grace given us through His Son, Jesus. So know that you are greatly loved and you are being prayed for regularly. I pray that you have a great rest of your week, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. And until then, as always, grace and peace to you all.